Hello, guys and girls, welcome back. Chaotic here, and I have some good news for you. They've listened, they made some changes, and they're about to deploy another set of changes. But let's get right into it. So, basically, the first thing they did was they addressed the monster damage and HP. They're gonna modify it, they're gonna lower the HP, and make it more bearable for players leveling to get to the end game. Hunter specific changes were as for huntresses at earlier levels didn't have a lot of ways to generate frenzy charges. So basically they added the equivalent of killing palm from the monk, which generated uh, power charges. They added the call the weak, which is basically the same thing. You jump over to a mob, instantly killing it, and you get a frenzy charge. This will streamline the leveling process a bit and also make parrying not feel so drooly because players were sometimes parrying when they shouldn't. They were getting stunned when they shouldn't, heavy stunned when they shouldn't. So yeah, they address this part, which is going to make the hunters feel a lot better. Also, they address the damage of lightning spear. It's gonna have a 25% buff to DPS, which is another good thing. Player minion damage and life. This is my favorite part. They were basically their motivation for the gutting of minion damage and HP was that in the last patch, players reached insane numbers with minions, myself included. Like I jumped the Arbiter of Ash and I killed him in about 2 or 3 seconds, and that's with basically I had about 10 divines worth of gear on me, which is not a lot considering endgame in Path of Exile 1, for example. So they're gonna address this. They're gonna make the our minions do a bit more damage and scale a bit better with life, which is gonna streamline the leveling process. It's gonna make it feel better to be a necromancer, basically. Monster life was too high. Like I have last night, I made a video about this. It's absolutely atrocious to not be able to kill white mobs. Do not get me started on rares or unique monsters in a map. They address this. They're gonna drop the monster life to about 25% for most of the campaign, and they are gonna address the rare HP. They're gonna drop all rares across the game to 60% lower values. So this is another big improvement, which I cannot wait to get. I mean, it's already deployed. I'm just making this video talking about the patch, then I'm gonna go into the game and show a bit of examples. Another thing they heard feedback from was that area sizes felt very large, and they're trying to figure out if the map is too large or if the players are having difficulty killing monsters faster, which makes the map feel larger in a sense that basically you take a long time to complete it. So they're gonna crunch some numbers and see which is which and address that. Another thing they're gonna do, which I already complained about, was checkpoints. Either there were too few checkpoints on the map, or sometimes they spawn too close to each other, making them invalid in my opinion. But they're gonna address this also. Crashes and disconnects. I do not want to remember how many crashes I had during leveling, during the game, during a boss fight, which made the game feel awful. But they're going to basically they're gonna see where the problem is and try to debug it. And we get some quality of life features. We They're gonna work on a bookmarking location for the Atlas map. Remember, for those of you that saw my previous video, when I complained that after you start exploring the Atlas and you go further and further away from the ziggurat, it becomes a drag to constantly drag the map back to and go to the other side. Well, now they're gonna give us the chance to bookmark which is basically I have a zone. I'm not sure how the bookmarking system will work right now. You're gonna put a bookmark in a specific zone where there are lots of delirium maps. I'm gonna type delirium. And then when I think, I'm just presuming now, you type delirium or you press, you click on the bookmark and it will take you there, which is gonna make navigating the atlas a lot better. Also, they're adding new stash tabs for tablets and socketables, and they're gonna update the Flask affinity to include charms. And I don't know why they left this for last, but they're addressing the rebind for specters and tame beasts, which is amazing because right now right now getting a new specter is such a drag. You need to get your gem, you need to bind the specter, you to put it to bind the specter spell, then you need to put it on your hotbar, then you need to bind the specter to your gem, and then you start leveling the gem up. This is gonna make it a lot easier. Like if I have my gem of level 10, I don't need to get another one of level 10. It's gonna work basically like it worked before. I don't know the exact process in which they're gonna be able to let us rebind, but still, it's a step in the right direction. I was so disappointed last night, and coming back home from working, seeing these changes have really piqued my morale. I'm gonna show you a bit of examples in the games and see how these changes affect the gameplay. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am in the game. I'm gonna speak to Alva because this is the only point I got to last night because it became so annoying to level up. So let's see the minion damage. Still, they need to work on the game. Like, it's not even showing all the artifacts and spells. Holy, I'm going to jump by a rare. The hell is this? Hollow Worlds. I wonder if you're gonna be good as a Spectre, my friend. Anyway, let's try and see. So the damage is a lot better, like look at its HP. It's dropping faster. Last night, this fight would have taken me at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes. I'm already downing him in about 1. And he's the type of mod that disappears and so on. So yeah. So let's see. E. Don't tell me because... Yep, because he was... God damn it, because he was frozen, I can't get him. Oh well. We'll go see maybe something will be better. So yeah, basically the damage is feeling a lot better. It's a lot smoother. Gameplay is not as sluggish as it was. So I'm really happy with this particular set of changes. Yeah, even magic monsters are getting killed faster, and my minions are dying as often as they were. So this is very good, very nice. Wall warrior, what's this? Blade dancer warrior, stalker. Can I? Okay, let's go get... Don't want. Let's take a blade dancer. I still think they should address the spirit requirements, but that's just me. So blade dancer now can... So yeah, this modification wasn't addressed yet, but let's see how it's faring up against this. How many can I summon? Only 2, which is a bummer. Yep. Okay, come on, some mobs anyway. Okay, there are a few mobs there. And let's take a look if it's going better. Yeah, there's still a bit... The AI is still a bit whack. So the damage is a bit better, I'm not gonna lie. their hits are are better fleshed out on white mobs. But basically, because this was nerf they did to the yellow and the monsters in general in the game. So yep. Okay. Now this one I wanna get and see how he fares. Where are my minions? Because now I think I can get one. I'm very curious to see how much he costs spirit-wise. I'm gonna need to get another gem, but that's not a big issue. Do I have another in my inventory? No, I do not, so I need to go back and see. I think I already sold the the Frost Wraith gem last night. I was so mad at it. But I need to check my stash also. If not, I'm gonna take another gem. But still, their projectile speed was lacking, and they usually stood way in the back. They didn't feel as good as the frost mages do. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, right now they're feeling better. I have a few ideas for other specters I could bind. I hope they implement the change to unbind the Spectre gem as fast as possible so I don't waste all my gems on specific monsters that I want to try. Also, the load times are still atrocious. Like, no, this still needs to be addressed. I I'm feeling as I were playing on a low-end PC, which is not feeling pretty good. Oh, come on, what the actual fuck? Finally. Stash. Let's... No, I'm gonna check first. So, did I throw away the frost wave? No, I did not. Okay, we're gonna test that out. We're gonna test... Do I have another level 10? No, only 9s. Anyway. Let's cut it. Let's use Bind Spectre. This is very painful, but what can you do? So yeah, the vol one goes like this. I'm gonna test out the other lol. This is nice. Do I have it in my inventory? Ah, I don't have room. Lol. Okay, my bad. So let's bind it. Prowling Shade, 110 spirit. They really need to take a look at this. Like, it's not okay. Okay, we got the Prowling Spirit. I'm not gonna have enough. I mean, if I turn off, I maybe have enough for 2. I don't think so, but I need to get my bones of ore. So yeah, not enough. I still need, yeah. Okay, so we got Prowling Spirit. Let's see how he fares. So he goes invisible. He doesn't tank. He does the AoE, but it's not that. Yeah. Nope. Not good. Maybe if I had 3 or 4 of them, but still, I don't think it's that okay. Okay, let's go with the Frost Wave. So damage... he does a bit of damage. This is without any gems. Okay, where's my Frost Wave? Maybe, just maybe, the Frost Wraith will be better. Yeah. Okay. Let's test it out. Okay. So the damage is better. but still the projectile speed is meh at best. Oh, I got frozen, okay. So, honestly, the clear speed is still better with... It's still better with the Frost Mages than with the Frost Wraiths. The only advantage they have is that they have an increased HP pool, and this is because of the energy shield. And they have the melee AoE. Like, look, when they go close, bang. It, this is a good... This is a good spell if they get surrounded. But other than that, yeah, its range, you saw like the Prowling Spirit was here and he did the AoE and didn't get him. So yeah, the distance, the AoE is very short. So still, I think I'm gonna go with Frost Mages. I'm gonna experiment with more monsters and see which one is better. Anyway, this is it for now. I hope to see you guys again and girls soon. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And maybe, if just maybe, give me a subscribe. Chaotic out, have a good day, and good luck. Bye bye.